Hello, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes to quickly tell you about my PhD research in ayahuasca. So here we go. My name is Adam Knowles. I recently joined the PhD program at Birkbeck, University of London, supervised by Professor Jonathan Smith. And I am looking to discover more about the subjective experiences, particularly of ayahuasca and its relevance to those in the UK. I work as a psychotherapist, and every day people are getting in touch with me. They're calling me or emailing me and telling me that they have significant issues that they're struggling to deal with, either as a result of psychedelic experiences or that they're hoping psychedelic experiences are going to help them with, sometimes lifelong problems that they face. And they've hit the limits of existing treatments, tried psychiatry, tried psychotherapy, tried a range of other alternate things like yoga and transformative breathing, lots of different ways that they try to help themselves, and they are looking for something else, and they're looking to psychedelics, and the evidence base is increasing, but there's a real question for me of what we can do more to find out, particularly about this thing called ayahuasca. So ayahuasca is a vine that you can see there. It grows in the Amazon, and you chop it up and you combine it with chacruna leaves and some other ingredients from the forest, and you put them together. You boil this together and for a long time, and then it becomes a sort of dark, murky brown brew that you then drink. And you'll then have a psychedelic journey of some kind. It might be bodily, you might see things, have auditory and visual effects. You might think that you might meet beings and teachers. So this raises the question of pharmacologically, this brew contains dimethyltryptamine, DMT, or is it about plant spirits that work on you? So these are different sort of transpersonal metaphors or medical frameworks that we can work within. And I'm trying to step across multiple frames, references of ways and words of thinking about ayahuasca. It's generally taken in small groups under supervision, expert supervision, and in ritual settings, and it's increasingly popular with those from the UK. My question, and what I'm setting out to answer over the next few months and indeed years, this will probably be the next 6 or 7 years for me, is how do experiences with ayahuasca translate to life changes? So people often talk about meeting things or seeing things and then say that ayahuasca make a big difference for them. This is quite common in the literature. So the question for me is how that's working, what it is about those experiences that they think or they credit their ayahuasca experiences with helping. I plan to approach this with interpretative phenomenological analysis, which is about analyzing individual cases in great detail, which suggests a small number of participants. I'm also looking to look at 3 points in time to see the longer term changes that people might make as a result of ayahuasca ceremony, and that makes it a longitudinal IPA or a LIPA, which is something that's of interest in pushing the boundaries of IPA as well. And this is alongside quantitative research at King's College, making it an overall mixed methods study, in a sense. I'm at Birkbeck, University of London, with Professor Jonathan Smith, who created IPA. At the Institute of Psychiatry at King's College London is Dr. James Rucker and Dr. Simon Ruffle and Nige Netzband, all of whom are my colleagues on this research and collaborating, although they're in the middle of some really exciting research to do with ayahuasca in terms of its genetics and pharmacology. And my data collection is planned to be at the Ayahuasca Foundation with Carlos Tanner in Peru. The potential impact of this really is to give a strong contribution to addressing ayahuasca in the UK or for UK users. And just as my master's research with this follows on from, is to look at the psychosocial-spiritual perspectives as much as, or as well as, the biological perspectives and try and build a bridge between those two. So I don't think they contradict each other. I think they can add to each other, quantitative and qualitative, all with a rigor in the surge of psychedelic research, so that maybe it's going to be in the future, in many years perhaps, as typical to go to a plant medicine centre as it might be to go to your local post office. Well, that's it. My countdown is ticking down. Those are my contact details. Please get in touch. That's my website. That's my psychotherapy website. I have recently made a new thing, which is very exciting. And I made this website over the weekend. This is ayaresearch.com. It's just a little website. I'm going to be publishing updates there. So please subscribe to that if you want to find out about that, and keep in touch along with the project. And perhaps see you in the next video.